General Store on 24 is located on Route 24 in Lewis.
All right, here we go. Question of the day, relationship topics. Don't forget, you can always email us.
Jessica at power1017.com.
Jess, what you got?
All right. Hello, Bill and Jess. I need some advice. My boyfriend cheated on me with his ex-wife.
What?
What am I supposed to do?
What?
My boyfriend cheated on me with his ex-wife. My boyfriend and his ex-wife got married at the ages of 19 and 21. Here's the background. They have a daughter together who is now 10 years old.
Oh, boy.
They were married for 11 years and divorced at the ages of 30 and 32 because she was having an affair and basically told him flat out that she wasn't sorry and she wasn't happy in their marriage anymore. So they got a divorce. I met him when he was 32, and we hit it off immediately. We've been together for 4 years now, and our relationship has been amazing. We get along perfectly, and we support each other, and we have healthy fights from time to time, but I've always considered him to be my person for the rest of my life. And I'm not going to lie, there have been some times where it got difficult for me to handle, but I love him so much that it's all worth it. Him having an ex-wife that he has to talk to often because of their daughter is hard on me sometimes because I try to be as understanding as possible, and I want him to be understanding for me if the roles were reversed.
Okay.
After approximately 2 years of dating, we decided that it was time for me to actually meet the ex-wife, meet his daughter, etc. I had already met his parents and his brother earlier on. His ex-wife was very sweet to me when we first met, and every interaction since then has been very friendly. There's even been plenty of times where I had to go over to her house and picked up the daughter, and, she might have been busy or working, and I had to go over there and pick her up.
But that's part of it.
Fast forward to last week.
Okay.
All right, so that was the backstory. Fast forward to last week, he snapped at me out of nowhere over something really minor. We were both sitting on the couch, and he was working from home on his laptop, and I was on the phone with my sister, and yes, I was a little bit loud in the conversation. We talked for about 10 minutes, and when we immediately hung up, he yelled at me and said how disrespectful I was.
Okay.
Caught me off guard. The next day, I asked if he could unload the dishwasher when I was cooking dinner. We both, share the chores. It's a normal thing that we always do. Well, at that point, he said he didn't feel like it. He was going to do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Well, it still didn't get done, so I ended up doing it. Okay? So that was the second thing. Now you see the tension building, right?
Okay.
So things were already feeling weird. And then a couple of days later, me, him, and his daughter, we were all at the house. Well, he grabbed the keys and he left, and he said, "I'll be back." I didn't think too much of it. I didn't even say, where are you going? So his daughter and I ate dinner. We started watching a movie together. He came back 3 hours later. He walked by us on the couch, went straight to bed without even saying a word. His daughter was asleep on the couch, and at one point, he didn't even kiss her goodnight and put her to bed. So I put her to bed. I got into bed with my boyfriend. He got up, mad, and went and slept on the couch.
Really?
All right? So the tension has really built up.
But, what was the point in sleeping on the couch?
Well,
Why? She didn't do nothing. I mean,
the next day,
for talking loud on the phone and then for him.
Dishwasher.
Yeah.
And it was just little fights that got into bigger fights.
To go sleep on the couch?
So he sleeps on the couch. She says the next day I dropped his daughter off at his ex-wife's place before I went to work, and she was very friendly to me. When both my boyfriend and myself were home from work, he told me that he needed to talk to me about something serious.
Oh, boy.
So we sat down, and he told me, yesterday I slept with, and it was the ex-wife. And he told me. She says, he just kept staring at me, waiting for my response, and I didn't know what to say. So many things were going through my head. Here I was the night before at our home, taking care of your daughter, and you're with your ex cheating on me. There's some explicits in here because clearly she's upset.
Right.
Then she says, I immediately started crying and asking him, why would you do this to me? He told me this whole time that I would never have anything to ever worry about. I think that this is bull beep. We had a long conversation about it. He now tells me that he's regretting it very much. He says that with those two talking the last couple of weeks, something just came over him and he just felt like he was missing old times. I seriously don't know what the beep to do because I do love him very much. And we work so well together, but I feel so betrayed. That's it. She's heartbroken.
Can they get through it?
She wants to know, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Only because they are going to have that constant communication. They have a daughter together. She's 10 years old. And the trust is broken.
302-858-5117.
You know, he was pretty confident saying you never have anything to worry about. And then he started acting different. You know, little fights started building up. He leaves for 3 hours, and then the next day he confesses to her that he was with the ex.
I mean,
And they
look.
were hooking up.
Yeah.
And then she drops the daughter off to the ex the next day, and the ex is nice and smiling and acts like nothing.
278. If you love him, then y'all can get through it. I was just in the same situation, and I messed up. Get counseling.
All right.
Okay. Can you call in and give us your situation and let us know?
Good morning, Power 1017.
Got a comment?
Good morning. Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi. So I used to date a guy that I did not know he was living with somebody else or in a relationship with someone else. I did not know. It wasn't until I was working at Olive Garden. This was back in Salt Lake City, Utah, and she called me and asked me to come and meet her and said because she was his wife. And I did not know anything about it.
His wife.
So it was that's what she said. She said he was his wife. She was his wife. So I went to her apartment. I met up with her and everything. And we had conversations. She said, "How long have you been seeing him?" And I said, "Why are you interrogating me?" I said, "But okay, well, I'm already here." So I told her. He shows up, and it just went downhill from there. I told him I did not want you to leave her for me. Stay with her and work it out or whatever. And I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna back off, which I did. But he kept calling me, texting me, everything. Long story short, we end up just going, hooking up together in a relationship. He starts cheating on me back with his wife, with the ex.
Wow.
Next thing I know, she ends up pregnant, and stuff. And it was the first thing I said not to do. I said, if you're going to leave her because you're not happy, because you guys are not getting along, because whatever, there's no, there's nothing there anymore. But don't leave her for me or for anybody else, only just to go back to the wife.
Yeah.
And stuff. But, yeah, I mean, you get over it. This is a hard situation right here.
Yeah, it is.
And when he started changing, those are the signs right there. Something's going on. Anytime she said that, they always share the chores and things like that, and then he starts changing, starts snapping because of for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know. I always ask myself, why do people change? Why do you got to make it noticeable? If you cheated or something, just be honest about it. If you think you can work through with it and get past it, hon, and forgive him and not throw it up in his face, then by all means, then talk to him and try to work it out. But if you really think that you're not going to get past it and you cannot forgive him, don't stay in that situation.
Yeah.
Because you're only going to hurt yourself even more.
Thanks for calling, okay?
Thank you so much.
614, hell no. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Let's see, 278. I had asked to call in because they said they went through the same kind of situation.
Yeah.
13 years on and off. Love is real. I can't call, but I can explain. I cheated. I regret it bad, but we're working through it and taking it day by day.
Gosh.
And I love what that lady just said,
Okay.
right?
So 2 different scenarios there. One thinks if you can forgive and if you can work through it, stay. The other is,
Hell no.
you
Have you ever been in that situation before?
You can't fix
is it
it.
different? Let me ask you. Let me throw this out there. Is it different if your significant other cheats with their baby mom or their baby dad than it is to cheat with someone like an ex or a
stranger
random?
at the bar or something?
But not just a stranger, but like an ex or a stranger, whatever. But if it's someone like that they've already been with, is it different? Is it easier to work through if that's the case? Or is it easier to work through? Both are wrong and bad, and you shouldn't cheat, whatever. But I just want to put this out there to people who have been cheated on. And I want to know, is it easier to get through, or are you more forgiving if it's someone that's like their child's mother or father and someone that you've already been with, or that they've been with?
Right.
For maybe it was a long period of time, or ex-wife or husband, whatever. I don't know. What do you guys think? And they're like, no, it was a mistake. It was a total mistake, I love you. 359. I feel like him and the ex had their run. It didn't work and he moved on. All I hear are excuses of why he did it and what he did. Some things are forgivable. This isn't one of them. At the end of the day, you're going to do what you feel. But in my opinion, he would have to go. There's zero excuse for cheating. The trust is now broken. Sorry, just trying to make a sad situation funny. Nope, leave. Oh, nope, leave.
Well, he says that he was sorry. Something just came over him. He was missing the old times.
Yeah.
She says, I just don't know what
That
the
old
he
gag.
could do because I do love him so
That
much.
old gag.
But she feels betrayed.
Is it different
Missing the old times.
when you get cheated on, but it's with their baby mom or baby dad? Me personally, I don't think it is. But I think some people might think that. I want to know your opinion. We want to hear from you. Let's go. 302-858-5117. And I think a lot of people have been through this.
Wow.
A lot of people have been through this situation. 803.
Power 1017 is honoring great